think I should do it on light or off light? Yeah. Okay. Maybe off light because I do have a lamp in here. So yeah. Hello, Rowan. I gotta be a bit quiet because my parents are sleeping. Hi, Jack. I think it's 1 o'clock in the morning and my parents are asleep and I'm just awake. Just awake. I do like SpongeBob, Spidey. Guys, this live stream is about, you know how I told you a few months ago that I'm making my own original series of Ashton Craven's adventures in Disney movies? No, I have to be quiet. You guys just don't have to be quiet because you're just sending me messages, yeah. So I have to be quiet, Jack. You prefer, I'm sorry, but Disney movies have got more movies than Best Animated Movies, and they've got a lot. And I have great knowledge about them. So I did a 3-page icon. So I did a 3-page, yeah. Hang on, before I get into that. Of course I'm going to make part 3 of Humans Inc. I just need to take time, okay? Because I've got other things to do. Yeah. Guys, this is about, I'm just talking about the Ashton Productions original series of Ashton Craven's Adventures in Disney movies. It's gonna star me as the journalism and the reviewer and the interviewer, host, and I know that Blue Sky Studios is shut down, so yeah, I'll be talking about and I'll be the, yeah, be starring that you'll be seeing me in Disney movies, and DJ from Monster House is gonna be my camera guy. He'll be my camera guy and all that. So he would be my assistant. And I would have put... Do you think I should put me and DJ as we're brothers? As DJ is now my little brother, considering I'm 16 and he's 12. Because we're kind of a bit the same, and because we're both slender and... yeah. I do like 20th Century Fox, but I prefer Disney, okay? It's my choice. I did sort out the episodes yet. So I did a 3-page storyboard of me and DJ. This is one of the episodes of me and Disney movies. It's me and adventures in Peter Pan in the 1953 film. This is where me and DJ meet Peter Pan, Wendy, John and Michael. I've only did a 3-page storyboard of us 6 flying around in the skies of London, because that's my favourite part of the movie. And with the song, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Yeah, me and DJ as brothers. We're brothers. Yeah. So I'll be doing the so yeah, I'll be alright. So I'll be showing you the storyboard about it. Alright. Hang on, let me You Can Fly. Peter Pan is my favourite Disney classic movie. Hang on, I just need to turn it out. What is the best way to... How do I... Just so you know, I'm in my brother's room, so he left some stuff on there, so it's not my fault. Alright. Ah, yeah, that's the best. Hang on. Is it just strap adjust and all that? Yeah, that's the. Yeah, I'm gonna do Toon Story 4. Just take time, you know. I'm using a TikTok stand video thingy. Sorry, I'm just. Hang on, I need a drink. I'm only drinking Diet Coke. Just 1 second. Just. Alright, guys. So here's part 1 of Ashton's adventures in Peter Pan, flying through the skies of London. Alright. So here's how it started, is where you could see they're all gonna be in stick figures, so yeah, it's a little quick thingy. Go ahead, Connor, quickly, because I'm doing a storyboard of me and DJ flying with Peter, Wendy, John and Michael. Quickly, what's the suggestion? Oh, Jack, I love The Little Mermaid. Ariel is my favourite Disney princess. Okay, alright. So... Alright, so here's... Hang on. So here's page 1. Alright. So it starts off where Peter uses Tinkerbell's pixie dust on me, DJ, Wendy, John, and Michael. Yeah. See, so I'll just show you the stuff. So this is Peter Pan wearing his normal hat, Wendy with her beautiful hair, and John with his top hat, and Michael with his teddy bear. There's me, just me with nothing but my sexy hairstyle. Just joking. And there's DJ with his TV camera. Yeah, this is the part where we start flying. Yeah, say wow. I'm like, wow, and DJ was like, this is cool. Wendy's like, oh my, and Peter Pan is like, you can fly. We were just testing it out and so we can fly. We were flying everywhere in the room, and this was the time of the best part of the storyboard, is where Peter Pan told, come on everybody, here we go, off to Neverland. Jump out the window, then everybody. And see Nana in the back garden just barking, but we just continued this time, going through the back garden to the other streets, and going around and round and round the streets of the other houses of London. And when DJ flying through this tree and had his camera stuck, but luckily got out in time, and John almost lost his glasses and his hat, and Michael dropped his teddy, and yeah, sometimes DJ is just concentrated by recording through the camera. John is okay, Michael is struggling a lot, but me, Peter and Wendy are just having a good time, because we had skills. Alright, guys, just pay attention, okay? Well, you can say anything all you like, but just pay attention. Alright, so through the wash, there's like a couple of houses that has a wash line on there, and me, Peter and Wendy going through them and just like whoosh, whoosh, woohoo, and DJ accidentally crashed into one of the clothes, and yeah, hopefully it's not an underwear or something. Now, but this was in the year of 1910, so it would be overly after the Victorian times and almost the First World War, so yeah. And yeah, after we were like going round around the roundabout for the chimneys, me, Peter and Wendy. So yeah, there's Peter, there's Wendy, and there's me. going through round and round and round the chimneys, and DJ kind of doing the same, and John doing a bit the same, and Michael still struggling. You know what Michael's like, because he's only about 3 or 4, and yeah. And yeah, there's me walking on the walls, just like going loop and loop, loop de loop, and they're just doing a little corkscrew and all that, having a good time when DJ's recording. This is the part, and when this random driver was driving his little old car, and Peter Pan started standing on it, having a good time. And this old bloke was like, "Oi, get off my car, mate! I will," this is in England. They're just like, "Oi," because in America, like they say it like, "Hey," but in England, they go, "Oi," which is kind of funny. No offense, but that's how we say it. We go, "Oi, get off my car, you plunker." So yeah, and there's a chimney sweeper. Well, me and Wendy are going for the over the roofs and all that. And when that bloke got his chimney sweeper out, and there were ashes coming out, and Wendy almost ran into the ashes, so I just pushed her out of the way and went for the ashes, because I believe that she didn't want ashes all over her during the trip. And I was like, and Peter was like, "Be careful," and Wendy was just laughing. And Michael almost crashed into a lamppost, and this is where we went over the next street, and we went into the park, into the lake, and then Peter riding on some swans and playing with his piper thingy. Yeah. And there's Wendy looking at her reflection, grabbing some of the flowers and trying to look pretty, And Tinkerbell, I don't know why Tinkerbell is shaped like that, like a fly, and then one of the fish tried to grab her. And me grabbing one of those cattail plants, just took a bite out of it thinking it's a corn dog, and DJ just recording it and spitting out fluff, because cattail plants contain fluff. I actually tried it before and it's kind of disgusting, and DJ's like, "You got real crap here." And then there were like a group full of teenagers using a very old-fashioned football or soccer ball, but it's very old-fashioned. And then it almost hit John, so he used his umbrella as a cricket bat or a baseball bat or rounder's bat, whacked it back into those random teenagers, start continuing flying. That's page 1. Alright, we're on to page 2, hang on. Alright, so here's page 2 of the story, because there's loads and loads there. So we exit the park, and there's a cafe down there, because there's a cafe, and there's this old lady having tea and crumpets. "Have a cup of tea, darling." I'm not being stereotypical, I'm just doing like the old-fashioned way of Great Britain, well, particularly in London. And then Peter just snatched it off the old lady, using a teapot and a cup of tea. She's like, and then there's a plate of crumpet where DJ just grabbed the crumpet, yum. And then the old lady's like, "Excuse me, young man, that's my cup of tea, you cheeky monkey." And Wendy's like, "Peter, why would you ever do that?" And me just continuing flying, because I wasn't really bothered for tea. And then, well, the old lady's reaction at the cafe of everyone flying, like, "Oh my." And right next to there is a pub, which Americans call it bar, but in Great Britain, it's a pub. So we're going through the streets, there's a Union Jack flag, the British flag, there's a pub, and there's this random tough bloke, and me snatching off the pint of beer, grabbing it, because I was in the mood for beer, and see that bloke with the eye patch, and he's like, "Oi, that's my pint, you plunker." And then I was like, "Not anymore." not anymore. And Peter was just laughing. I jugged it, almost got drunk, and then Wendy is like, shame on you. And I was like, oh, come on. And Peter was like, just having fun. So yeah, we were heading to St. Paul's Cathedral, which is basically a cathedral in London. And that random bloke, threw some kind of, hang on, cricket bat, and it almost hit Michael. And John was like, watch out. Phew, that was close. We don't want little Michael to be knocked out. Poor Michael. So yeah, we were having a little spin around the. Oh, hi, Woolly Barons. I think Chowder should also be in this series because of the. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I would. Yeah. Yeah, I'll think about that with Barons. So yeah, we were like going all around and round and round and round and round the St. Paul's Cathedral in London. You know what St. Paul's Cathedral is? It's kind of like the US Capitol, but it's completely different. I mean, like the shape of this part of this tower, it's basically a cathedral in London. Yeah, I have been to London before. So yeah, going around through the pillars, me, Peter, Wendy, and DJ holding his TV camera, me and Peter and Wendy just having a good time because we get the skills to do it. So yeah, we were going through there, and Peter was like, head to River Thames. And then we went through this through a tunnel with the sign, the right arrow saying River Thames is this giant river in London. Went through there. I would have put Echo, Echo, and yeah. So yeah, we exit the tunnel. And we headed to River Thames. So then went through the metal. So then Peter went through the metal bars of the the cranes. There are little cranes there. And me swinging on one of the hooks on one of the cranes, just like how DJ did when he swung one of the cranes. But like this time I did. Well, DJ wouldn't because he's holding a camera, not a dynamite. And Wendy is touching one of the waters of that water wheel thingy. Probably I'll just put it up there because I just want to make it old fashioned. And DJ flying under the dock because there's an under dock, and then almost crashed into one of the yacht's poles. And John went through one of them, and Michael almost crashed into them. So yeah, there's the opening bit of the opening bridge of the Tower Bridge, the most famous bridge of the country, the Tower Bridge, particularly London. Yeah, just London, you know. And we went through, go back there, and when we went through to the tunnels of the Tower Bridge, after when it's back up to there, and then one of the drivers in these old cars, they're like, there's people flying. Oh my god, look up there. There's people flying. Are there birds? Are there bird people? Alright, we're now on to the final page, and there's Peter saying, this way everybody, and then we went flying through over the Tower of London, which is the home of the Crown Jewels, and then we went flying around the statues near Buckingham Palace, and then going through the streets, back to the streets, until when Peter had a sniff of one of those Britain's good food called fish and chips. So me, Peter and Wendy had me and Peter had had fish, and then Wendy had a bit of chips, and DJ's just recording, just having a good old time. Alright, we're almost getting to the best part, is when Peter told everybody this way, heading round to the Houses of Parliament. You know, the Houses of Parliament. Went through one of the towers around the Union Jack flag, the British flag. And we went through there, going through the towers and the spears and the pillars and all that. And DJ just saying hello to his camera. Wendy just having a good time. Me taking a selfie, because why not? And Peter heading straight to one of the country's famous building,
and the most famous clock tower in the world, which is known as Big Ben. Yes, Big Ben, the best pit stop for flying around the skies of London. And yeah, we were standing on the minute hand of Big Ben's clock. And Peter's like, there it is, Wendy. Second star to the right and straight on till morning. See ya that? That's our destination. And how to find it is where you have to stand on Big Ben, look for it, and there it is. Second star to the right and straight on till morning. And DJ trying to look for it to capture it on camera. And yeah, hold hands together and flying and go back to the reflection of River Thames. And I grab one of those Paramount stars, because you know the new Paramount intro where these stars just touch in the water, because I only had 5 of them. Satisfying. And we went through the clouds, and John and Michael going through the clouds, heading to the Tower Bridge, and me and all the Paramount stars. It's from my logo. I've only got 5 of them, and yeah, touching the water, and we were boosting, striking right up to the sky, like very, very, very high, like a jet, through the Tower Bridge, up to the clouds, through the clouds, and we went over and hovering the highest skies of London, and you can see the entire of London, River Thames and all the things, and the bridges and all that. And yeah, we were going right up. This is the end of the country. This is the shore of East London. And there's the star. Second star to the right is our destination, which is, we call it Neverland. Yes, Neverland. See, that's it. That's my storyboard. So, what do you guys think? Guys, I got tired of standing it. Odd fish. Hang on.
So during that, do you think I should do like a proper poster? I wish I could add chowder on there. Yeah. I wish I could add chowder on there, but like, yeah. Maybe, do you think I should add chowder? Yeah. Do you think I should do What's so lame, Stephen? So, yeah, I'm gonna do a Kahoot of 2 Story 3, but okay. So, do you think I should draw a poster, me, DJ, should I add Chowder as well? And then Peter Pan, Wendy, John and Michael flying through the skies of London and Big Ben right behind and all that. Me flying. Doing mouthful. More crisps. Which I would do the proper art. Because I want to look exactly like them. I just need to remember the way how they wear and remember. Hang on, someone asked me a question. What is my favourite song from The Little Mermaid? Under the Sea. Under the Sea. Good old Sebastian. Well, I've got to do the entire Shrek series cast video. So guys, comment down below, what was your favourite part of the storyboard? What's your favourite part of the storyboard? As I repeat, favourite part of the storyboard. Cool. Guys, I asked you a question and you need to comment down below. What was your favourite part of the storyboard? Sable. Hey, Stephen. Alright. What was your favourite part of the storyboard? Favourite part? Pixie dust. Which is supposed to be the very start. My favourite part was when DJ was swinging on that crane. I was swinging on that crane. DJ flew right under the a dock. I actually flew the thingy because DJ was holding a camera. Do you think Willie Burns told me? Do you think I should add chowder on there as well? The moment with the pub. Oh yeah, because I just grabbed the pint of beer and that random bloke was like, "Oi, that's my beer, you plonker! Give it back!" My favourite part is where you eat the fish and chips. But yeah, I mean, Peter Pan grabbed the packet of fish and chips and with curry sauce. It's just that I can't tell the difference between DJ and you. Oh yeah, because do you think I should put? What do you think of those siblings? What do you think of those brothers of Ashton Craven and his little brother DJ? This means I'll be big brother. This means I've got a brother that we do get along with and collaborate with, and yeah. So as I was saying about the fish and chips part, is that Peter grabbed the packet of fish and chips. It contains two breaded fish and packet of chips with curry sauce. So when Tinkerbell was holding the packet for them, he grabbed the two fishes, dipped in this curry sauce, and he passed it to me, and then he passed a few chips to Wendy and to the others, particularly. And yeah. Come on. You stupid Wi-Fi. Sorry, I was having connection problems. Sorry, it just keeps saying unable to connect. Please reconnect. I hate it when it does that. Okay. So yeah, Willie Burns said, me eating the cattail plant. Eating the cattail plant. Me grabbing the pint of beer from the pub. And then Peter Pan was like, and Wendy was like, shame on you two. And I was like, come on, Wendy. And Peter was like, we're just having a little fun. It's all about fun. The trip is about fun, you know? Flying through the skies of London, arriving to Neverland, meeting with the Lost Boys, meeting the mermaids and find Tiger Lily and have a little celebration with the Indians and fight Captain Hook and the pirates and go back home. So yeah. I bet the part of quite like the part I didn't really enjoy it about. I didn't really enjoy that part, but it was worth it, you know. It was worth doing the action. It's when that that chimney sweeper was doing his job, and then he just pulled it out with ashes coming out of the chimney. What is my opinion about My Little Pony? Well, I only like the human version, the equestrian girl version. I only like the human version, but I dislike the pony version. I just don't really like it anymore. Well, I still like the equestrian girl version, the human version, which is why me and Pinkie Pie are still together. Well, not realistically, just imaginationally. Wait, so as I was saying, the part I really didn't enjoy about on the storyboard is when that chimney sweeper plucked out his brush. Ash is coming out, and Wendy almost crashed into it, so I had to like push her out of the way so she doesn't get ashes all over her. And me went through them, and I'm like, yeah, opinions are opinions. But at least if I have to cast them in my characters, I mean, as like if they suit with them, yeah. Aye. So as I was saying, went through the ashes. Peter was just saying, "Be careful," and Wendy just laughing a bit. Or maybe do you think I should put Wendy saying "Be careful" and Peter just laughing because, you know, a good time? Because Wendy is good with the quote saying, "Do be careful." I mean, something like that, and Peter is just like, "Come on." Can I ask you something? Go ahead, what's your question, Rowan? What's your question? Hi, Francis. I should turn the light on because I know. Sometimes if I'm in the mood of casting films, spoofs that I like, I don't know if I could cast the Powerpuff Girls, but I could definitely cast the Spider-Man trilogy. My day was great, Francis. What about yours? I mean, it's only like, what time is it? I mean, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I think I'm staying up all night. I think I'll probably stay up all night. Wait, what? What? Hi, Ultimate Spider. How's your day, Spidey? Ginny from Monster House can be Blossom, and I could share DJ as Peter Parker. Well, actually, I'm playing as Peter Parker. I'm playing as Peter Parker in my own Spider-Man trilogy, and I'll put Pinky as Mary Jane and DJ as Harry Osborn. Well, thank you, Spidey. Sure is. I'm just gonna. So, I might remake Madagascar cast video. Might. But I feel like I just don't want to delete the parts that I did because they've got like 100 likes on it. Probably. So here's the thing. How I got into the series of Ashton Craven's adventures in Disney movies is during lockdown, after my brother brought Disney Plus for us, shared the account, so I started adding my profile picture on the account. So how I got into Disney Plus, after I'd watched all of the Pixar films from Toy Story to Luca. I've seen Luca. Yeah, and I started to watch. So after I started watching uh, Pixar films, I've looked on the collections and I've put, and there's Walt Disney Animation Studios all over the years. So I scrolled down and started watching from order from uh, Snow White and Seven Dwarfs to Raya and the Last Dragon. Yeah, I've watched Soul. So I started watching all of them. It turns out very interesting. So it goes Snow White, Pinocchio, Fantasia. I kind of skipped Fantasia because it wasn't really good that for me. Then it was Dumbo and Bambi. Then some other films that has Mickey, Donald and Goofy, which I skipped them mostly because it wasn't really that much of a story thingy, except the Mickey and the Beanstalk. So I did watch a few bit of Mr. Toad and that tall guy fighting off that headless horseman. And then I've watched Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp, and there's a Sleeping Beauty, and then there's 101 Dalmatians, 101 Dalmatians, yeah, A Sword and the Stone, The Jungle Book, yeah, Star Wars, The Jungle Book. There was sorry Willie Barons, did I trigger you? Did I anger you? Oh, I'm sorry, but I wasn't. Opinions are opinions. I only watched a few bits of Fantasia. Basically, it was just music and animation and all that, and I'm just like, I, I'm just like, well, I'm not getting much knowledge from out of it. It's because basically just animation with a bit of music on there. So yeah, let me get. So after the Jungle Book, I think it was the Aristocats. Is it the Aristocats? I'm sorry, Willie Bones. Alright, so the Aristocats, then Robin Hood. Quite like Robin Hood. Then it was what am I doing? The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. And what else? The Rescuers. Sorry, it's just most left out. So what else is there? There's The Fox and the Hound, Oliver and Company, The Great Mouse Detective. Let's see, what else is there? Is there any other 80s film? Oliver and Company. The Little Mermaid. I love The Little Mermaid. Then it was The Rescuers Down Under. And The Beauty and the Beast. Quite like Beauty and the Beast. Aladdin. And just for a little extra, if I want to put onto the part, this isn't part of the Walt Disney Animated Studios. This is more of a Tim Burton film. I've added watching The Nightmare Before Christmas, so I'd just, why not? Because I want to add that, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and then because it was released in 1993. So yeah, back to the Walt Disney Animation Studios. I've started watching The Lion King. Quite like The Lion King. It's a circle of life. So yeah, The Lion King. Then Pocahontas, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And this was before the days of my birthday. And the day of my birthday, so yeah, there was Hercules, Mulan and Tarzan. So yeah, during that, this was during a lockdown months and months ago. This was the day on my birthday, 8th of February. I was at home and I was on online class, and online class I wasn't really learning anything from my online class. I was just playing games and presents, and I was watching three Disney movies on my birthday, and that was Hercules, Mulan and Tarzan. Hercules, quite epic. Mulan, quite epic. Tarzan, very epic. Even though the villain from Tarzan, Clayton, most dark death ever, you could see his shadow strangling and all that. Strangled. Alright, so then it was there's Fantasia 2000, which I would have almost skipped that one. Then it was The Emperor's New Groove, quite like that one, the good old John Goodman. And also Dinosaurs. I've also watched Dinosaur. Cool. Dinosaurs, and I've watched Atlantis The Lost Empire, which is quite good. Lilo and Stitch, and Treasure Planet, Brother Bear, Home of Range. And here's the movie that was released in the same year that I was born in 2005, Chicken Little. Quite like Chicken Little. The animation was kind of creepy and ugly, but Chicken Little, it was a good movie. The sky's falling. And The Wild. I've watched The Wild. Kind of a terrible movie to me. The Wild. That part in that volcano, those oxes eating a lion. What? How would like a vegetarian animal would eat like a meat eater? Alright, so I've watched Meet the Robinsons. Yeah, I like Meet the Robinsons as well. I've watched Bolt. Kind of a good movie. I thought he was like a real skillful dog, but after all, he was in a movie studio. Thinks he's like a super dog. And then I've watched The Princess and the Frog. Yeah. Because when Disney decided we should have a Disney princess who is dark skinned, yeah, that is a good idea. Because anyone can be anything. Everyone's different, you know? That's why. Make everything as beautiful way. And then I've watched Tangled. Kind of a good movie. And we've watched another Winnie the Pooh movie, or another Winnie the Pooh movie. And I've watched Tigger movie and all that. And then I've watched Wreck-It Ralph. I quite like Wreck-It Ralph. And Frozen. Let it go, let it go. So I've watched Frozen. And I've watched Big Hero 6. Quite like Baymax. I used to have a Baymax plush. God, I wish I had Baymax as my assistant. And then I've watched Tarzan is one of my favourite Disney movies. I treat like it's my brother because it came out around the same time as I was born, and that brother came around the same as me. Doesn't talk back, yeah. Yeah, I've watched Brother Bear. Alright, so I've watched what's after Big Hero 6? Zootropolis or Zootopia? Because I bet you guys call it Zootopia, while in this country we call it Zootropolis. I don't know why we call it Zootopia, Zootropolis. Like, what's the difference? Am I missing something? No? No. Alright. I watched Moana. What can we say except you're welcome? Voice. Maui. Voice played by The Rock. Good. And then there's... what else? Oh. And there's Ralph Breaks the Internet. Ralph Breaks the Internet. Do you know what's kind of cool and weird? Cool, weird, wonderful at the same time? Seeing all the Disney princesses featured in Ralph Breaks the Internet. Because originally, in their own films, they were 2D, and then we get to see them in 3D and in modern clothes. Like, isn't that weird? Isn't that cool? Yeah. Because I've been seeing one of those memes and all that. Because I've been watching one of those videos and weird all those videos. And when they're like, So yeah, there was just memes of those princesses asking those random people, they're like, do you have magic hair? Do you have magic hands? Do animals talk to you? Were you been poisoned? Were you cursed, kidnapped, enslaved? Do all your problems get solved because a big strong man showed up? So she is a princess. And I'm like, if any of them ask me like that, oh no. Sorry to hear your loss, Hunters. Mars. Alright, so as I was saying, so I've watched Frozen 2, kind of realistic, and then I've watched Raya and the Last Dragon. Raya and the Last Dragon. Fang, heart, spine, talon, tail. I have been to a Chinese restaurant and I had sushi, and I love sushi, with soy sauce. The fish, the crab legs, and octopus tentacle rolls. I like the salmon rolls and the tuna rolls with the black seaweed around it. I just love the seaweed sushi with the seaweed rolls on it. And yeah, so let's head on to Pixar. And yeah, Pixar. So yeah, I've watched Toy Story, yeah, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, which is my favourite Toy Story film out of all. And then next was one of my favourite Disney Pixar films of all time, Monsters Inc. I love Monsters Inc. It is one of my favourite of all. I grew up with it. I also like Monster House, but that's not Disney either. I just love monster films. Anyway. Yeah, Monsters Inc. is my favourite. Any other, like, films that has monsters, I'm like a monster boy. Because I love monsters. So yeah. But at least they don't scare you anymore. They make you laugh. Because laughs are more 10 times powerful than screams. Which I understand why. I understand why monsters scare children out of the closet. Is that they need power and electricity for their world. That's very understandable. So when I said there's a monster in my closet, I'll just scream for them, pretend that I'm scared. I'm just like, ah! That's for your power, yeah. Alright, next Pixar film, Finding Nemo. My brother loves Finding Nemo. Yeah, I'm gonna continue Humans Inc. Okay, I'll just need to take time, right? So yeah, my brother loves Finding Nemo. My favourite character from Finding Nemo is Bruce the shark. Fish are friends, not food. I love sharks. Amazing. And next is The Incredibles. Quite like The Incredibles. And yeah, Mr. Incredible. This is why I keep asking some questions about Syndrome from The Incredibles. Considering he got the look of his face and all that, do you think Syndrome from The Incredibles has Down syndrome? Considering of his looks, of his name, of his suit, his name and his face kind of looks like he has Down syndrome because, like, yeah. Do you think Syndrome has Down syndrome? Syndrome from The Incredibles has Down syndrome. Like a person with Down syndrome is a super villain in an animated movie. Kinda cool, right? I'm scared of sharks. Heck, I was scared of them before I've watched Jaws. Is Gil your brother's favourite character? No. It's Crush the Turtle. Crush the Turtle is his favourite character. Alright, so next one. This, and we're next on Cars. Now, Cars, the good old Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow. Because every time when we prepare a race, this helps me. Speed. I'm speed. when when my cousins were about little, they were super obsessed with cars. Like they had so many car stuff. Oh yeah, and my cousin told me one time that when they put a Cars DVD on there, when my older cousin, which is about a year older than me, and my younger cousin, which is about 2 years younger than me. So yeah, when my older cousin put in the Cars DVD disc, even though he didn't read the disc, and when he put it in, and you know but it actually wasn't the Cars DVD, even though he didn't even read the disc, he just put it in. And do you know what DVD actually was? It was actually Barbie. It was a Barbie DVD. Like, it didn't come up with a trailer. It actually come up on the actual DVD menu of Barbie. And he was like, what? What? And then my younger cousin was just laughing. This must be a mistake. Yeah. Tomato. Right, so... Right, next I watched Ratatouille. I like Ratatouille. I actually tried Ratatouille, it's delicious. And then we had Wally. Wally. Quite like Wally. Then Up. Up the house with balloons. And then Toy Story 3, which I've already did Toy Story 3, but I did Toy Story 3. Yeah, the best movie of the year of 2010. Alright, then it was, and there comes the lowest ranked Pixar film, Cars 2. I mean, I'm like, what's wrong with Cars 2? I like the soundtrack. I like Cars 2. Don't get me wrong. It's just cool. Because it was featured. Because they went to England, London, Finn McMissile. Good old Aston Martin spy. Alright, so then I've watched Brave. Brave. Good old Merida in Scotland who loves doing archery. Oh yeah, and did you know the witch, you know the witch from Brave, is actually Boo? That's why in one of the woods there's like an art drawing of Sully so that the witch could remember him from all over the years. So Boo must have went through the other doors again and went for the old times and then stuck in there for years, and that's how Boo became the witch from Brave. That's what the internet told me. So yeah, and next is Monsters University. Quite like Monsters University. It's where monsters going to college. I'm actually going to college in September. Like, really? I'm going to college in September. This September, I'm off to college. And yeah. What else is there? Yeah. Alright, so, what about the... Oh yeah, Inside Out. Quite enjoyed Inside Out. Joy, sadness, anger, disgust and fear. Shows the emotions. Joy, sadness, anger, disgust, fear. Showed all the emotions. Sometimes some scenes make you happy, make you sad, make you angry, make you disgusted and make you scared. Yet interesting. Right, next is The Good Dinosaur. Now Arlo is quite cute. Okay. He was quite adorable when he was little. Okay. I know he's a big dinosaur who is cowardly. Start. Meet with Spot. Alright, and next was Finding Dory. The return of the good characters. Finding Dory. And the next was Cars 3. I love Cars 3. Jackson Storm. Because back in year 7 we were talking about Cars 3 and we were talking about Jackson Storm. He was so fast. And next was Coco. Quite like Coco. The good old Mexican boy with a grumpy, strict grandmother. no music, no music, no music. Quite funny. What are you doing? No music. And at the end, the good old music with a great grandmother was like, I wonder what song is it called again? Oh yeah. So next was Incredibles 2, where Jack has got powers. The good old Dash was like, is this all vegetables? Who ordered vegetables? I did. Yeah. Yeah, that's your own opinion. Alright, and the part... Oh, no sugar bombs on my watch. Yeah. Yeah, good idea, Bob, because otherwise Dash would go crazy if he had sugar bombs. No sugar bombs on my watch. Good on. And then next was Toy Story 4. We meet then, and then we had like an arts and craft toy named Forky, who thinks he's trash. And then one of the toys is actually a long lost friend, and it's Bo Peep. We haven't even seen her since Toy Story 2. She wasn't in Toy Story 3, and now she's back in Toy Story 4. Isn't that great? Yeah. And next was Onward. I've watched Onward. Yeah. Good two brothers trying to see his dad again. And then I've watched Soul. Good old Soul. The music teacher wants to do music. His soul. And I've watched Luca. Two boys that if they touch water, they turn into sea monsters, and when they get out of air, they turn human. Right. Air, human, well, land, human, water, sea monsters. Isn't that neat? And in that village they went in, it was... I would go there on a holiday. Thank God that I have Disney Plus, because my brother knew that I wanted a Disney Plus, because when I ask my parents, can we get Disney Plus, because it's a bit like Netflix, but with Disney movies and Pixar and Marvel and Star Wars. I asked my mum, she's like, what do you need Disney Plus for? And then my dad was like, what do you need Disney Plus for? And then my brother actually bought Disney Plus because he wanted to watch all the Marvel films, and then he decided to give everyone, and I'm like, thank you, and all that. Coco's, the Pixar movie ending, that made me cry. You can keep Sully leaving Boo, you can keep Andy giving away his toys to Bonnie. Coco's ending took the cake for me. Pixar can make emotional scenes. The ending of Coco, sad. The part where, and also the part from Monsters Inc. when Sully's like, Kitty has to go, made me sad. And then the end of Toy Story 3, Andy took all of his toys away to Bonnie. He's like, he was my pal, and Woody's been my pal and all that. Playing with them one last time, and Woody is like, so long, partner. Going up to the sky in all the shapes of the clouds of the good old wallpaper of the old film. I'm not actually crying. I don't cry. I do not cry. I'm a man. Oh wait. Oh yeah. I felt sorry for Jessie when she got neglected by her original owner, Emily. My favourite Disney villain, or particularly a Pixar villain, is Randall Boggs. You can turn in camouflage. Yeah. Figure out the happy stuff, and then sad endings. I do have the game Disneyland Adventures. So, if Hopper. Mine is Randall Boggs and Mr. Waterloos. I went to Disneyland, California once and I loved it. And yeah, I want to go there again and see the Avengers campus, Hollywood and all that. I quite like I like Tomorrowland in Disneyland. I had, because I went on the Buzz Lightyear Blast Awards and that's my favourite Disneyland ride. I've also went on the Mike and Sully to the Rescue ride. My brother loved the Finding Nemo submarine ride. Frontierland. Splash Mountain. And then the Winnie the Pooh ride. But the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Who likes Pirates of the Caribbean? Good old Captain Sparrow. Played by Johnny Depp. Oh yeah. The best part is the autographs. Yeah. My friend, I got all the autographs, every single Disney character. Autographs. All the autographs, write their signature and all that. Just be the Sensational Six, the Pixar characters, the hero characters, could be the animal characters, princesses and heroes and all that. Yeah. I just didn't care. I just got everybody, the pictures and all that. See, I just love Disney. This is how I'm getting into Disney now. Even though I'm still keeping my profile picture as the Paramount logo, because I love Paramount, the logo. So that means it's cancelled. What's cancelled, Funtime? What's cancelled, Funtime, Foxy and Wolfie? What's cancelled? What project? Humans Inc. or the Ashton Craven Adventures in Disney? Yeah, I did see Sully and Mike in Kingdom Hearts. That's my favourite part of Kingdom Hearts 3. Which one, Foxy and Wolfie? Is it Humans Inc. or the Me and Disney movies? Maybe you could show us those autographs and pictures of those with you, the characters on the live stream or a video one day. I'll look for them. I'll try to look for them. It's somewhere in the attic if I could look for them. Okay. My favourite scene from Ted, my favourite scene from Ted is the fight. Is the fight, you know, when they're in the hotel, and I know there's a bit of foul language, but guys, forgive me if I say any foul language on there. And when Ted was like, I think the point is that you're just making yourself look like a pussy, John. And then John was like, you know, back at that Christmas morning, that this is kind of making me laugh of when they started fighting. When John was like, you know, back in that Christmas morning when I was 8 years old, I should have had a Teddy Ruxpin. Say that one more time. Teddy Ruxpin effing pin. And then Teddy's just like, do you think I should swear? Guys, sorry about that. I'm just, maybe I'll just say just the letter bit, alright? Well, he's like, you're just making yourself look like a pussy. And he's like, you know, back at that Christmas morning when I was 8 years old, I wish I had that Teddy Ruxpin. Wish I should have had a Teddy Ruxpin. He's like, say that one more time. Teddy Rux effing pen. And Teddy's just like, oh, pew, pew, pew. And then when that TV fell on John, he's like, I think my dick is stuck in my TV. I think the TV just went in my dick, just killed me. What? Just shut up. Hey dude, you mind if we make you emoji Catcher Club? Catcher Club? Might as well, I don't mind. Whatever it is, I would be up for it. Yeah, okay. Nah, what if I actually did a Ted cast video where I put DVD, you know, on my other channel that I made this show called The Ashton Craven Show, where I have a talking DVD logo. I mean, Willie Bones would know this. You know the talking DVD logo that I always use on my other channel with the videos of The Ashton Craven Show? I think I should cast him as Ted and I'd cast myself as John from Ted. Yeah. Me just fighting a logo. When he was just like, say that one more time. And I'm just like, why? I'm like, Teddy Rux effing disc. And he's just like, just, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? I should put some animation on there, just me fighting him. I actually first time watched Ted when I was about 8. Naughty me, watching a naughty film at 8 years old. I wasn't really that bothered, I was just laughing. And but I ain't as dirty-minded as my mate, because sometimes he can be very dirty-minded. And so does my dad. He can be a bit dirty-minded at times. I'm not trying to expose him. Nope, I'm not. Sorry, I'm just feeling a bit tired, but I just want to talk to you guys for a while. I made a video of it. What video? Oh, Ted. Show me it. You gotta show me it. Show me the video. Oh, why have I got ink? Oh no. Why have I got ink on my own AirPod? No. Why have I got ink on my AirPods thing? Stupid ink. And I got grease. Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. Good luck with that Hunter's Mars. Hunter's Mars. Guys, comment down below, what do you think is the worst Disney movie ever? Any movies that is made by Disney. The worst movie that's made by Disney. Yeah, there's loads of movies made by Disney. I see a taxi coming past by. Fucking hell. Oh, I've got nothing. You see, Disney movies are just great. Only a few. It's confiscated. Being a teenager and the only child in the house from now on, it's cool, it's good. I say Maleficent is the worst Disney movie for me. It broke me. This is just, in my personal opinion, Disney's biggest failure is actually Mars Needs Moms. Ugh. I hate those type of films, the odd ones. Oh, and guys, comment down below, who is your favourite Disney princess? Comment down below. Well, comment now. Tell me Doritos. Well, I'm only having crisps, chips. Right, comment down below, who is your favourite Disney princess? Just comment me. I'm just asking some Disney questions, okay? Just comment, who is your favourite Disney princess? You can't think of one. Well, watch some films and search up the internet of the list of them, and Tiana for me it's the best. I quite like Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. What's that? Well, it doesn't matter what gender you are, you could just like watch it whatever as long as you like. Or you could just tell me now. Because my favourite Disney princess is Ariel. Oh, Ariel. Yeah. Yes. So your favourite is a tie of Belle and Jasmine. So yeah, mine does have a tie as well. I have a tie of Ariel, Jasmine, Belle and Tiana. And maybe Cinderella. Maybe. Melody, which is known to be the daughter of Ariel. The daughter of Ariel. Melody. You deliberately disobeyed. So, like, after I actually adored at the beginning of The Little Mermaid 2. Have you watched The Little Mermaid 2? Baby Melody and Ariel, it's just, it was adorable. Just adorable, you know. Shoot, I've got. Oh, you're kidding me. Even though I wear like these for night time, I just wear it. Common Dame. Oh, so now. Oh, yeah, so before I say that, the other day at school we did 3 Kahoot quiz. We did a Kahoot quiz of Pixar movies, then countries, then princesses. I requested Pixar movies. And my mate. Stupid Wi-Fi. Sorry, my friggin' Wi-Fi is just being insane. Unable to connect. Please reconnect. God, I hate it when it says that. So, as I was saying, so, as I was saying, I got all marks on the Pixar quiz, then countries and the princesses. So, after when we finished the princesses, the Disney princesses Kahoot quiz, I got all of them right. First place, know all the names, because I got all the knowledge. And my teacher was like, how did you possibly got all of them? And then my mate is like, I think you're into princesses, aren't you? And I'm like, what? No, I just watched all of them on Disney Plus and just got all the knowledge out of them. Just got all the names, get all the knowledge. Yeah, and then my mate's like, I think you're into princesses. Yeah, well, it's not my fault. I didn't request the princesses. I requested Pixar. And princesses, no, I just did Pixar. Pixar. So, yeah. And then my mate told his other mates, is like, he knows about princesses. Princesses, aren't you? Hey, I'm not into it, okay? Well, I'm sort of, but I'm just into Disney, all of it, yeah? Not just that. I'm also into animals, the heroes and the Pixar and all that. Yeah. Got all of the names. I mean, just one person, got one wrong. Guess who is this princess? And it's Ariel. And he doesn't even know. Everybody knows Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Everybody. Everybody does. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and yeah. And he just got it wrong. He's like, how could you possibly have got it wrong? Everybody knows it. Oh yeah, you did one on the Toon Story 2 Kahoot quiz. I'm a horn. Fox. Okay. don't know why they've done the beautiful arts of Disney. See, isn't it cool? Like, you know, Alice from Alice in Wonderland and Wendy from Peter Pan, you know what them two have got in common? Same voice actress, same, like, adventures in different lands. And, yeah. What type of crisp are you eating? What flavour? Oh, it's actually Walker's Crisps, which is Walker's Chips. And it's cheese and onion flavoured, and I love that flavour. Cheese and onion. Guys, isn't it cool that, you know, Alice from Alice in Wonderland and Wendy from Peter Pan, do you know what them two have got in common? Do you know what Alice and Wendy have got in common? Got in common. Common. Well, same face and different hair, because Alice has got blonde hair and Wendy's got like light brown. Are you a bit tired, Ashton? Sort of, yeah. I might go to bed in a bit, so yeah, I just need like a few minutes on this live stream. Because I've been on that for like an hour now. Like an hour and 20 minutes. Speaking of Alice and Wendy, if you look at the top left corner of the opening scene of Pinocchio, you should see the two books that is teased a few upcoming films, which has Alice and Peter Pan. I know, I've saw it. I've saw it. Wouldn't say made me cry. It was sad as when they locked up Mrs. Jumbo. And it was really sad as Bambi's mother got shot. I would be like, well, if you went to a different meadow, if you would have went to the different meadow, then your mother would have got killed. And Bambi was like, it was snow that time, so we didn't know. So many times that I've met Bambi. Oh yeah. I had to save Bambi from getting eaten by a shark. After when Bambi told me of while he was sick. And I was just like, back in Toon Story 2, I was like, why didn't you yell for help? I'm just trying shouting, but I'm still sick. No one can hear me. Besides, poor sick deer. Poor deer who was sick. Left with this Englishman who has a paralysed arm. I would have put paralysed. But Mom, Woody's arm's paralysed. Because, you know, I'm a toy. No, I'm a toon. Well, a star. Movie director. not a toy, because I'm not a toy. Like, do you see any bolts or stitches on me? Am I double jointed just to do that? Like any of the toys? No. No. I'm a human, not a toy. Poor bad me when he was sick. And then shame on Bruce trying to eat him. Eat a sick deer. But thankfully rescued by Alex, the lion. But unfortunately, Nevercracker had kidnapped me, took me to the rat. Speaking of Toon Story 2, isn't it kind of like odd of a roundup gang with an English man, like a human man, like a human man who has a roundup gang with a jaguar, a zebra, and a spider crab like monster. So you see, like have like little clip art, man symbol, jaguar symbol, zebra symbol, and a spider symbol. Dude, are you going to retire from YouTube or not? Because we didn't want you to leave. I'm not retiring YouTube. I'm not quitting YouTube. No, never. I'm never going to quit YouTube. I'm never. YouTube is my life. It means everything to me. The golden age animated Disney films, Snow White, Dumbo, Bambi, Fantasia, Pinocchio. Yeah. The golden age. Oh, they made RKO Radio, distributed by the RKO Radio. Why? I've discontinued that channel because it's not getting that much subscribers, so I had to continue on Ashton Productions. Because it has more subscribers on there. Well, I'm keeping my Ashton Productions banner and profile. Oh, you meant by the moment. Well, that's my live stream, and I have to go because I'm really tired. Goodbye. See ya. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow. And yeah. Remember when Chowder got hit in the face and the ball slipped on the skateboard and landed on Jack's, making him scream like a girl? Yeah. What a moron. Okay. Well, I gotta go and I have to go to bed because I'm sorry, I swore. Sorry. Bye. Because I'm so tired. Shit.